Some view our sable race with scornful eye. Their colour is a diabolic dye. Remember, Christians, Negroes black as Cain, may be refined and join the angelic train.
Refined, indeed. Phillis Wheatley, born in Western Africa in about 1753, more than 20 years before the American Revolution, was a girl of 7, maybe 8, when she was kidnapped, loaded on a slaving ship to cross the Atlantic, and sold into bondage in Boston, colonial America. The Wheatleys, the family that bought the young girl, was uncommon, unusual, teaching her to read and write. By age 12, Phillis could read Greek and Latin classics in their original languages. Then came poetry. Her musings catapulted Phillis into luminary status, an influencer. Her masters, the Wheatleys, soon came to see it. Phillis's first poem, at 14, was a paean to the college in Cambridge, just across the Charles River from Boston, Harvard. At about 15, in 1768, Phillis wrote a poem entitled, To the King's Most Excellent Majesty. The work praised King George III, that same King George who shows up in the Broadway hit Hamilton. Phillis had her purposes. In the poem, Phillis insinuated the king should set everyone, including herself and other slaves, free. Her poem for George, in part.
Great God, direct, and guard him from on high, and from his head let every evil fly. And may each clime with equal gladness see, a monarch's smile can set his subjects free.
In 1773, when she was about 20, Phillis the influencer made a second trip across the Atlantic, taken by the Wheatleys to London. She met the city's Lord Mayor. She had an audience arranged with but never met with King George. And, a British countess was impressed enough to support the publishing of Phillis's poems, making Phillis the first African-American woman in print. The Wheatleys couldn't help but recognize the need to free their caged bird. Phillis gained her emancipation. She would later get the attention of a meeting with George Washington. Thomas Paine republished one of her poems in his newspaper. She earned the admiration of the French writer/philosopher Voltaire and the American Revolution naval commander John Paul Jones. Phillis also had haters, Thomas Jefferson among them. Let's just say we now know the two faces of Tom. Phillis, always frail, would only live to see the age of 31. Still, for us, she remains eternally clear through her poetry, that her agitating was not just for herself. Phillis reinforces that point with a reference to the Roman playwright Terence and how his glow elevated others of his day.
The happier Terence all the choir inspired, his soul replenished and his bosom fired. But say ye muses, why this partial grace to one alone of Afric's sable race?